The baddest on your side, baby, you couldn't hold it down. See, I was down to ride. Fuck it, that shit is over. Told you not to sleep on me.
Yeah, I want you.
I want you not to sleep on me.
I told you if you fuck up another nigga gon' love
Not
her.
to sleep on me. I want you not to sleep on me.
Hey, what's going on, glitter babes? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm Lisha, and thank you for coming to my channel. As you see in the title of this video, this is actually another snippet about a random, and her name was Miss Rose. That was not her real name. I just made up the name from who she is, her age, all of that. Miss Rose should tell y'all a lot about yeah, those things that I just mentioned. But yeah, from the title of the story time, y'all already know what I'm going to be talking about. It's a snippet on girl number 2. These are, when I say girl number 2, these are not in specific numerical order. This is just the second one that I want to talk about. Not saying that he messed with her first and he messed with her second. I'm not saying that. But these are the ladies that I remember something about when it comes down to me and X. So, okay, let's get down to the story. Miss Rose. Okay, one day I went out to, I went out to lunch with Sneaky Link. Okay, Sneaky Link is, if you guys go back a few stories, I told you guys about my Sneaky Link. He's now passed away. Rest in peace, honey. But yeah, he's now passed away. And if y'all want to see that story time, y'all can go back a few stories and watch it if you are new. But yeah, me and him went to lunch at this soul food place in Atlanta off of Old National. If you are from Atlanta, you guys will be familiar with Old National. So we goes in there, and me and him gets up there. Actually, we standing in line, so I see this little short brown skinned lady with like this little honey brown and black fro, like a little baby fro. Like it was like standing maybe that high off of her head, little baby fro. So she keep looking at me, and I'm like, okay, I don't think I know her, but she'll look at me, she'll look at Sneaky Link, and she'll look at me again, she'll look at Sneaky Link. So I'm thinking it's one of his people, or you know what I'm saying, because he was married. So I'm thinking maybe that's one of his wife's friends or family members, but I'm sure had he known a family member or a friend of his wife's worked at this establishment, he wouldn't have brought me there. So anywho, that's neither here nor there. So she looking, we finally get up there. And she asked, you know, she's taking our order, whatever. So we order, whatever. He pays, she's steady looking, and she gives him his change back and the receipt. So we goes and have a seat. So until they call our name for the food. So they call our name for our food or whatever, and we go and get our drink, and we come sit back down and eat. So we end up finishing up eating. We left. That was that for that day. So one day, this is around the time where I was living with X in the room. This is around that time where I found out, this is when I found out he was it around this time when I found out he was married? Yeah, I don't know if this is around the same time, but at this time I was staying with X in the room, and like I said, yeah, I was out with Sneaky Link, but Trey ain't no telling what he was out doing. Because as y'all see, I got a list of people that I'm finna tell y'all about. Anywho, so I'm home or whatever, and you know, I don't really know what we were doing, but we were, both of us was there. He was off work this day or whatever, and I guess we was there just chilling or whatever. So he gets a phone call and he was like, okay, I'll be up there in a minute. You up there now or whatever? And whoever said, yeah, I'm about to be pulling up in a second. So he gets ready to go up front. He tells me, look, my Uncle D up there in the front, I'll be right back. Now let me start the story time right there. Okay. In the midst of all of this, he had been driving around this blue pickup truck with a lot of shit on the back. Now, mind you, he worked with his Uncle Derek. So he had been telling me that this truck was his Uncle Derek's. And this was the Uncle Derek's work truck. Okay? This is what he had been telling me. So, he goes up to wherever he is. He left his bang bang phone, his food stamp phone. He left that bang bang phone in the room and he took his regular phone. Now, I don't understand or know why he would leave his bang bang phone behind, because his bang bang phone is the phone that he does all his dirt on, okay? So I gets the phone, whatever. I'm looking through it. I see all kind of messages from all kind of bitches. I writes down numbers, you know what I'm saying? Whoever I see that's him and her, you know, I'm writing down numbers. I'm writing down numbers. So something told me to walk up to the front or whatever. And at this time, this was actually during the daytime. So I walked up to the front to see what's taking him so long or whatever, to actually see who he talked to, because, bitch, something just kept saying, bitch, you need to go up to the front, go up to the front, go up to the front. So, bitch, I walked up to the front. This bitch talking to some older lady, the same older lady that I saw in the restaurant with Sneaky Link.
Baby, don't play with me, baby, because I get active for real. But hey, I'm still out of it.
This bitch talking to the same bitch that I saw in the restaurant with Sneaky Link, the same little baby fro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, So, you know, I ain't say that right off the bat. I just sat there and watched for a little bit. And I hear her saying, I need my truck. I need my truck. You need to bring me my truck tonight or tomorrow morning. I need my truck. No, because you be with that bullshit. You be with that bullshit. I don't have time, X. I don't have time. You know, so they arguing or whatever. And he like, what you need? Now, mind you, he don't know that I'm standing there, okay? So he's like, what you, I ain't even do nothing. Like, what you need the truck for? And da-da-da-da-da. I didn't even do nothing. Da-da-da-da. So she looking like, you stay on some bullshit. You stay on some bullshit. Just like, who is that? I thought you stopped messing with her. Like, she like, I thought you stopped messing with her. Let you tell us y'all ain't together no more. So, she was like, she was just saying like, you know, I thought y'all wasn't together no more. So he turns around, he looks and he see me. Bitch thought he saw a ghost. So he was like, man, that's all he could do. All he could do was like, man. And she was like, bitch, bring me my motherfucking truck tonight. Or if you can't bring it tonight, bitch, bring me my shit in the morning. And she pulled off. Now, mind you, I thought she was going to say something about Sneaky Link, but she didn't. She didn't say anything about Sneaky Link or whatever. So I was like, well, who is that? I thought you said that was D-Truck. I thought you said that was D-Truck. See how your bitch ass be lying? You stay lying about some bullshit. Like, bruh, you always lying about something, and then X is a type that when he lie, baby, he don't just lie. It ain't no simple lies, honey, baby. He will get that Bible. Baby, he will swear on anybody. let me tell you something. Them family members, that mama, that uncle, he don't care who you is. He go, in order for a bitch to believe his lie, or I'm gonna say, when I say a bitch, I mean literally a bitch, a woman. When he lies to a woman, I'm not saying that he lies to everybody, but when he lies to a woman and he's trying to get her to believe his lies, he will go as far as crying, getting a Bible, getting upset because you're not believing him. He will go to the extreme, honey. Baby, when I tell you, that nigga stayed lying about something. So, anywho, yeah, so I'm like, well, what's up? What's up? You gonna talk? You gonna talk? Or whatever. So, he mad. He was like, man, how long you was standing there? You heard who she is, or whatever. You heard who she was, or whatever. Talking about, man, I was just borrowing the truck. I'm like, bitch, you fucking that old lady? Like, are you fucking for real right now? Like, you fucking this old lady?
Any motherfucker ever needed to sit they stupid ass down, you that bitch.
Baby, she was an elder. Around this time, me and him was like early 30s. Okay, around this time, we was like early 30s. Like, bruh. Around this time, we was like early 30s. This lady looked every bit of early 50s. She was in her 50s, motherfucker. She was in her 50s. I don't give a fuck. So he would never tell me. I was asking, like, how the fuck old is that lady? You is praying on elders? I'm like, bitch, you is going to fucking hell. Like, bruh, you going to hell. You don't give a fuck who you hurt. You don't give a fuck who you womanized. You don't give a fuck who. In order to get that, let me tell you something. He was a man that did anything to anybody, to any woman, to get what he wanted. You hear me? And X was the type that messed with women, like either elders or heavier set women with no self-esteem. I'm not saying all heavy women don't have self-esteem. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he messed with elders that like young men, that like to take care of young men. You know, he likes you know, heavier set women that likes to take care of their men. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that heavier set women don't have confidence. That's not what I'm saying. But he messed with those that did it. So we argue. Like I said, I mean, I couldn't do too much arguing because I was doing my thing as well. And on top of that, living with him. But I didn't give a fuck because, bitch, he did it to me several years. So I didn't give a fuck. So, that was that. So the next day, I calls my homegirl. I forget what I named her. She was in she was in one of the horror stories. But I forget what I named her. I think I named her T or something. But I calls her and she was like, yeah, bitch, she young. So she be down with the get down. She be down with the yeah, let's call. But I know y'all gonna be like, why are you calling them people phone? But it was just like, I just wanted to get the story of, I just really wanted to know, are y'all actually, is he like, especially with Miss Rose, I really needed to ask her if they were messing around. Not that it would have changed anything. That was something that I had to know. So, you know, I never come at any woman that I've ever called, and I have called a few. I'm not going to say several. I'm not going to say a lot. It was just a select few. I've called a select few. I've came at them respectful. I've never came at any woman that X has messed with sideways. I let them know, look, me and X have been together for X amount of years. We are still in a situationship. He's making it seem like he's not messing with anybody. I'm just coming to you to see if you guys are messing around. If you don't want to tell me, You don't have to. It ain't no beef. It ain't, I ain't mad. I ain't angry about it. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk, baby. So, you know, just at this point in time, the relationship between me and X was clownery. Like, it was for shits and giggles with my friends, because every week it was something. It was something every week. And by this time, bitch, I was numb. I had not found out you had done got married. I had not found out that you got a baby. Let me tell you something, bitch. I had done got numb to the fact. So, like I said, I was doing me and he was still doing him. I don't think he knew that I was doing me. But I was. So, back to Miss Rose. So I had to think about where I was. Okay, so I ended up calling Miss Rose and a few others on the phone or whatever, and they told me, you know, what it was. They told me what it was. Now Miss Rose, she was just like, she said, yeah, they was messing around. She said she ain't know nothing about me. She said, actually, she said she knew about me, but she said he told her that we were not together anymore, which was kind of true, because we were just in a situation. We was just living together. We would still act as though we were in a relationship. Yeah, I know it's weird. I know it's weird. Listen. I know we was in a situationship. I had just moved back from Tampa. Remember I told y'all I had moved to Tampa to take care of my mom, and I had done officially broke up with him, only to move back to Atlanta to live with him until I got on my feet. So, you know, she was telling me what it was. You know, basically X would ask her for this, that, and the other, and she'll give it to him, and you know, they was messing around pretty much. She actually, what's so crazy about this situation is she was giving me situations, times, and dates, and one specific date that I remembered was my birthday. Now, mind you, around this time, X brought me a thing of flowers. And I think he brought me a thing of flowers, a card, and something else. I can't really remember this particular year. So, I'm talking to Miss Rose. Miss Rose tells me, you know, yeah, and I want to say, she told me this, and I want to say my birthday had just passed. Now, see, I was just starting to mess with Sneaky Link. I had just started to mess with Sneaky Link. My birthday had just passed, and he was riding around in his blue truck. So when she was like, yeah, just the other day, I want to say either her birthday, no, it was Mother's Day. He brought him for her from Mother's Day. So she was telling me how he had done brought her the same gift, flowers and a card for Mother's Day. Now, mind you, my birthday hits on Mother's Day at times, and I think this particular birthday hit on Mother's Day. Y'all, yet no, we weren't together all the way, but I still feel like that was disrespectful. Yes, I was doing my thing, but when she said that, I'm like, this bitch is so disrespectful. This a disrespectful ass fuck nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that I will always remember that he did, because it's just the audacity for me. But that's neither here nor there. Well, actually, it is here or there, because this is the story time, and this is about this particular person. But yeah, she ended up we ended up talking and chopping it up or whatever, and she was just telling me how he ended up with her truck, basically saying, you know what I'm saying, they had been messing around for a few months or whatever, and that truck was just sitting there, and you know, she just wanted it to be running. She let him hold it so it can be running and not just sitting in her yard or whatever. And he told her that he was just gonna go to work at home in the truck. She said she known that I was living with him, she would have never let him hold her truck or whatever. I said, oh, well, you don't have to worry about anything as far as your truck. I said, because I've never been in your truck. Never had a desire to get in your truck, because to be honest, I already knew X was up to some BS as far as that truck. I already knew that it was gonna be something to come up with that truck, because I never really heard of him while he had that truck. I never really heard of him saying his Uncle D done called him about the truck. His Uncle D needed to use the truck. I've never heard him like really bring up a conversation about the truck and Mr. D. So I kind of knew it was something. I just didn't know what until then. But long story short, she ended up getting the her truck back or whatever, and I think from there they ended up cutting ties or whatever, because she found out that he was still messing with me. And that was that on that with Miss Rose. Miss Rose, I don't think Miss Rose ever told him about oh yeah, that's another thing. She was saying that she knew who I was. She told me that, you know, yeah, I saw you in there with the other gentleman. So shit, when I saw you in there with the other gentleman, I was like, oh, okay, he was telling the truth that you know, they not together no more, because she in here with a whole nother gentleman or whatever. So she said, I asked her, how do you even know who I am and how I looked or whatever? And she was like, some kind of way, I think X had done posted me on his social media. Let me not say some kind of way, but X had posted me on his social media, and I think she had done skimmed through, you know, his posts or whatever, and saw me on his Instagram that way. But yeah, y'all, that's the end of that story. That's the end of this snippet with Miss Rose. Baby, ain't nobody safe. Baby, your grandmas, your mamas, your aunties, baby. Now, one thing about him, he ain't going to no churn. He don't want no churn. I think the youngest he'll go is maybe 5 years under him or whatever. And but other than that, he ain't going to no babies. He don't like babies. Cause X don't like to take care of nobody. X don't like. He ain't that type that finna be buying you nothing. He ain't that type unless it's like some flowers or something. Now he will do like a flower and a card, maybe some candy on Valentine's Day. But baby, that hair, nails, gifts, trip, all that shit right there, bitch, X ain't doing that, baby. X looking for somebody that's gonna do that for him, honey. And that's the reason why me and him could never get along, because we wanted the same things from different people. We wanted the same thing. Me and you can't be together, and me and you looking for somebody to take care of us and do things, nice things for us. We ain't gonna never get nowhere. But yeah, that was the story time of Miss Rose. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Y'all might see this same background, top, everything, because I think I'm finna do another little snippet with the next chick, and I want to pre-record so that I can just put them out every week. Ain't that smart? Look at your girl. I'm trying to be consistent, y'all. But anyways, yes, thank you guys for watching my channel. Until next time, I shall see you.